Good morning, sir. Sir, your voice is not coming.
Okay, now am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Misunderstood actually. So whether the screen is visible to you, whether the screen is visible to you. Waiting for others to join. Okay. Please wait
Yes, sir.
whether the screen is visible to you.
Sir, your voice is lagging.
Now my voice is audible, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, I am waiting. I will when students come, I will speak loudly. Don't worry. Now it is audible, right? Clearly. Clear, right?
Sir, still it is lagging. And your screen is not coming.
Now wait, it will come now. Please check now. Whether the screen come now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, now the screen is clearly visible, right?
Sir, your voice is not clear. Still.
Now clear.
It is lagging.
Now am I audible to you? Okay, now please tell whether I am audible to you and whether the screen is visible to you. Boss, please tell. Hello? Am I audible to you now? Please tell, am I audible to you?
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, please respond. Am I audible to you and whether the screen is visible to you? Boss, please tell. Whether the screen is visible to you? Come on, reply. Whether the screen is visible to you now? Please respond. Come on. Am I audible to you? Anyone, please respond. Upendra Pratap. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Sir, your voice is lagging.
Now, please tell, am I audible to you? Am I audible to you now? Friends, please tell, am I audible to you now? Am I audible to you now? Is it clear? Please tell, am I audible to you now? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Clear? Whether the screen is visible to every one of you? Please reply whether the screen is visible or not. Please, you should respond. Anyone, please respond. Hey, where are the others? Why they are very much delayed? Why they are not joining? Now it is 8:55. So I am starting today's class at almost 15 students time. So today I am continuing with that electric field due to an electric dipole at equatorial point. Okay. So equatorial point already I have discussed. So this is the figure. Please look at the figure very carefully. This is the electric dipole which consists of equal and opposite charges. Equal means same magnitude, opposite means opposite sign. So one is plus Q and another is minus Q, separated by a distance 2a, and O is the midpoint of the line joining the two dipoles. O is the midpoint of the line joining the two dipoles, and therefore half of the distance is A, and A from O to plus Q and O to minus Q. Both the distance is the same, which is small a, and the line which is drawn perpendicular to this is called axis of the dipole. The line joining the plus Q and minus Q charge is called the axis of the dipole, and the line perpendicular, see this line, which is drawn perpendicular to the dipole axis, is called equatorial line. And see, we are considering a point P on the equatorial line of the dipole, and that is called the equatorial point. Okay, I have discussed this thing yesterday, so I am going a little bit fast in the beginning. So this is the altitude. So we can consider a right triangle like this and this. Okay, so this is the altitude of the right triangle. A is the base of the right triangle. So this is the hypotenuse. So what is the formula? Hypotenuse square is equal to altitude square plus base square. So hypotenuse is equal to square root of altitude square plus base square. That is why this distance I have taken as square root of altitude square r square plus base square a square. Similarly, this right triangle is also symmetrical to that of the left side right triangle. So that is why this side also the hypotenuse will be square root of r square plus a square, because for this triangle also altitude is r and base is a. Am I clear? So this is the equatorial point P. So first you have to find out the electric field. We forget the other part of this figure that I will explain afterwards. So first we have to find out the electric field due to the electric dipole. For that, what you have to do? You have to find out the the electric field due to the plus Q charge at P, and then the electric field due to the minus Q charge at the equatorial point P. So what is the distance? So the plus Q charge is at a distance of square root of r square plus a square from the equatorial point P. Okay. So what will be the equation? The electric field due to the electric charge plus Q at P, which is denoted as E suffix plus Q. What is the general equation? 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into Q by R square is the general equation. But here, what is the distance of the plus Q charge to P? That is, the distance is square root of R square plus A square. Therefore, the equation becomes 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into Q divided by square root of R square plus A square the whole square, because here the distance of students, it is automatically came out of this meeting. So now, whether am I audible to you and the screen is visible to you? Please tell. Please tell whether am I audible to you and whether the screen is visible to you.
Yes, sir.
So we can continue. So
Your voice is lagging.
yeah, tell me. So my request is, please, you also please sit in a place where whether there is proper. You also please sit in a place whether there is proper network.
Sir, your network is poor.
Huh?
Your network is poor.
Yeah, maybe today some problem with my network. What to do? Sometimes it will be like that. So now, am I audible to you and whether the screen is visible to you? Please tell.
So your voice is not clear. It has plus in between.
Sir, we can't understand what you're saying.
Okay. Yeah, now am I audible to you? Please tell. Now am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Audible,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we can continue. So we have to find out the electric field at the point P. You look at the figure. Electric field at the equatorial point P due to the plus Q charge. So what will be the equation? General equation is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by R square. But here the distance is square root of R square plus A square. So it will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into Q divided by square root of R square plus A square the whole square. And what will be the direction? See, if it is a, look at the figure again. For a single positive charge, the direction of electric field will be from the positive charge to outwards. For a single positive charge, the direction of electric field will be from the single positive charge from the plus Q charge outwards. So here, the direction of electric field, see, look at the figure. It will be from the point P outwards. See, this is the direction. E plus Q. Okay. So that is I represent like this. It will be acting outwards from plus Q along P. Okay. Then next we have to find out the electric field due to the charge of minus Q at the P. We have to find out the electric field due to the minus Q charge at the point P. Okay. So the equation will be, see, what is the peculiarity there? This side also the distance of minus Q charge from the equatorial point P is square root of R square plus A square. So there also the equation will be similar. The equation, so electric field due to the charge of minus Q at P will be E suffix minus Q, which is again 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into Q divided by, since the distance is this side, so square root of R square plus A square the whole square. Okay. So what will happen here? The square root and the square get cancelled. So the equation becomes 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into Q divided by R square plus A square. Similar equation we will get for E plus Q also 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into Q divided by R square plus A square, because there also the square root and square get cancelled. Square of a square root is, both of them will get cancelled. So the answer will be R square plus A square. So the value of E plus Q and E minus Q will be the one and the same. But the problem is, see here the a theta angle come into picture. See the plus Q charge, this direction is making an angle theta with the base of the triangle. So according to the theory of alternate angles, see, if this is theta, this line is extended here, and this line is, the dipole axis is parallel to this line. Okay, so this is also theta because of the mathematics theory, alternate angles. Sorry, it is not alternate angles, it is corresponding angles. This is also theta, since this is also theta. Okay, so what will happen here? So the direction of E minus Q, what is the direction of E minus Q actually? The electric field due to the minus Q charge, it will be acting inwards. See, for a single negative charge, the electric field will be acting towards the charge. If I am the minus Q charge, the electric field acting towards me, right? Towards me. So it will be like this. The direction of E minus Q is like this, and the direction of E plus Q is like this. So here E plus Q is a vector quantity. It is making an angle theta with the horizontal direction. So in mathematics, you have studied like that, right? A vector making an angle theta with the horizontal direction. Then the horizontal component of E plus Q will be E plus Q into cos theta. How it is obtained today, I don't have enough time to explain. But the condition is that here the vector quantity, the electric field due to the plus Q charge, E plus Q is making an angle theta with the horizontal direction. So the horizontal component of E plus Q in the horizontal direction will be E plus Q into cos theta. That is written in this figure like this. Okay. Similarly, the vertical component, which is in this direction, the vertical component of E plus Q will be E plus Q into sin theta. So it means that when a vector quantity is making an angle theta with the horizontal direction, the horizontal component will be the cos component, and there is E plus Q cos theta, and the vertical component will be E minus Q sin theta. It will be like this in this direction. Similarly, in the same manner, we can resolve. This is called a resolution of a vector. Similarly, we can resolve E minus Q, which is also a vector quantity. See, this is acting inwards. This is also making an angle theta with the horizontal direction. So the horizontal component of E minus Q will be E minus Q cos theta, which is written here. And the vertical component of E minus Q, which will be in this downward direction, because it is E, because E minus Q is acting inwards or downwards. So vertical component of E minus Q will be E minus Q into sin theta. So look at the figure. See, E plus Q sin theta and E minus Q sin theta are in opposite direction. E plus Q sin theta and E minus Q sin theta are in opposite direction. And what is their magnitude? See, I already told you the magnitude of E plus Q and E minus Q is one and the same. What is the value? 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into Q divided by R square plus A square, right? So it means that the magnitude of E plus Q sin theta and E minus Q sin theta is the same, but the direction is opposite, exactly opposite. So they will cancel out. It is very much clear in this figure, right? But the what will happen to the E plus Q cos theta and E minus Q cos theta? Both of them are again E plus Q and E minus Q are of the same magnitude. 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into Q divided by R square plus A square. But the direction is the same. For E plus Q cos theta and E minus Q cos theta, direction is the same. So what we have to do? We have to add sum, sum of E plus Q cos theta and E minus Q cos theta. That will be the resultant of the final resultant value of electric field. So it means that only the horizontal component is acting in the same direction. So they will add up, or we have to add them up to get the final electric field at the point P, and which is represented as E. See, E at the P. means the final total electric field E at P, and P means the electric here, the equatorial point. So the final electric field at P is obtained by just adding E plus Q cos theta and E minus Q cos theta. E plus Q sin theta and E minus Q sin theta cancel out since they are acting in opposite direction and having the same magnitude. Am I clear? And E plus Q cos theta and E minus Q cos theta are acting in the same direction, having the same magnitude, and they are added up to give the final electric field A at the equatorial point of P. Okay? So that I have written in these statements are I have explained now. That's all. That is the explanation of this from this figure. That is E plus Q sin theta and E minus Q sin theta are exactly same magnitude and opposite direction. They cancel out. E plus Q cos theta and E minus Q cos theta having the same magnitude, and since they are acting the same direction, you have to add them up to get the final electric field at the equatorial point P. And there is these statements that I have explained. So look at these statements. The total electric field at the equatorial point P due to the electric dipole is. So you have to just add them up. E plus Q cos theta plus E minus Q cos theta. But here I have put a negative sign after a bracket. Why? Why? Because look at the figure. Again, look at the figure. The direction of electric field is from the final direction of the resultant electric field E will be like this to the right hand side. See, look at this figure. Okay. But the direction of electric dipole moment P. Now I am telling not the equatorial point P, the direction of electric dipole moment P will be from the minus Q charge to the plus Q charge. Am I clear? So it means that that direction of electric dipole moment will be opposite to the direction of resultant electric field. That is why I have put a final negative sign here. In the resultant or final electric field, I have put a negative sign minus of within brackets E plus Q cos theta plus E minus Q cos theta. Why? Because the direction of final electric field is opposite to the direction of electric dipole moment. See, within brackets I have written the total electric field is opposite to P. Here P doesn't mean that the equatorial point P. It is the electric dipole moment P. Okay. So the resultant electric field or the direction of resultant electric field is opposite to the direction of electric dipole moment. That is why I have put a negative sign outside the brackets. Okay. So next steps, what I have done is I have taken the cos theta is common in both the terms. It is taken outside. And next, I am substituting the value of E plus Q and E minus Q that I have derived earlier, right? So what is the value of both the values of E plus Q and E minus Q are the same actually. So it becomes 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into Q divided by R square plus A square plus again 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into Q divided by R square plus A square. So the equation is E plus Q and E minus Q. Both the equations are one and the same. That is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into Q divided by R square plus A square plus again for E minus Q is also 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into Q divided by R square plus A square, and cos theta is taken outside. Okay. And from figure again, see, you have to find out the value of cos theta from the figure. So again, going back to the figure. So my request is keep your hard copy also in your hand, so you can understand. So from the figure, from this right triangle, what is cos theta? Here this is cos theta. Cos theta, the general formula is adjacent side by hypotenuse. Cos theta general formula is adjacent side. See, the base of the triangle is the adjacent side, and the hypotenuse is square root of R square plus A square, right? So cos theta is equal to adjacent side, which comes to be the base of the right triangle, and the hypotenuse comes to be square root of R square plus A square. So I am substituting the value of cos theta here. That is, which is the remaining Q by 4 pi epsilon 0 I have taken outside in the above equation. What is value of cos theta? Adjacent side by hypotenuse, which is A divided by Square root of r square I square. Actually, square root of r square plus a square is written as r square plus a square the whole raised to 1 by 2. Square root can be represented like this also. Square root of r square plus a square is written as r square plus a square the whole raised 1 by 2. Am I clear? So in this above equation also I have taken q by 4 pi epsilon 0 common outside. So remaining will be 1 divided by r square plus a square plus the inside the equation I have taken the q by 4 pi epsilon 0 outside. So remaining inside the brackets is 1 by r square plus a square plus 1 by r square plus a square, and the value of cos theta I have substituted here, equation 3. So the equation into a divided by r square plus a square, the whole raised to 1 by 2. Okay. So next step is, see what is value 1 by within the bracket 1 divided by r square plus a square plus 1 divided by r square plus a square. See, both the denominators are the same. So we can add the numerator and substitute only one time the denominator, right? So it becomes 2 divided by r square plus a square, and remaining times I have kept as such as in the previous step. There is a divided by r square plus a square, the whole raised 1 by 2 into minus q divided by 4 pi epsilon 0. Okay, and here see I am multiplying all or keeping all the terms together, so it becomes minus 2qa into, for denominator is 4 pi epsilon 0 into r square plus a square into the last term in the denominator is r square plus a square the whole raised to 1 by 2. Okay, in this equation what is 2q into a? It is q into 2a, right? 2q into a is actually q into 2a, and so and that is taken as p. The magnitude of what is electric dipole moment p? The magnitude of any one of the charges, the product of the magnitude of any one of the charges into distance between them. The distance between the two charges is 2a. Therefore, the electric dipole moment p is equal to q into 2a. So in the above equation, 2qa is actually q can be written as q into 2a, and which is substituted as p, the electric dipole moment. And in the denominator of the term, the r square plus a square into r square plus a square, they will raise to 1 by 2. It is in the form of mathematical term a raised to m into a raised to n. Here the value of m is 1 and the value of n is 1 by 2. So the formula is a raised to m into a raised to n is a raised to m plus n. So it is 1 plus 1 by 2. And what is 1 plus 1 by 2? Which is 3 by 2. Okay, 1 plus 1 by 2 is 3 by 2. So the equation becomes final equation becomes minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into p divided by r square plus a square the whole raised to 3 by 2. As in the previous derivation, here I am assuming that the what is smaller, the distance from the center of the dipole to the equatorial point P is smaller, right? For that you can look at the figure again. See, the smaller is the center of the distance from the center of the dipole to the equatorial point P. A is the half of the length of the dipole. So in comparison, here actually R is very, very greater than A. So here, look, here R is very, very greater than A, which means that A is very, very small. So A square, since A is very, very small, its square can be neglected. A square can be neglected in comparison with R square in the above equation. So what will be the remaining? Minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into P divided by R square can be completely ignored or neglected. So P divided by R square the whole raised to 3 by 2. See, R square raised to 3 by 2 is, what is that formula? A raised to m the whole raised to n, which is A raised to m into n. So here in the place of m is 2, in the place of n is 3 by 2. Therefore 2 into 3 by 2. So 2 and 2 get cancelled. So remaining is R cube. So the final equation for electric field at equatorial point is minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into P divided by R cube. So we have derived the final equation for electric field. So my request is, if you have any doubt, please ask me. Anytime the network may be gone, please ask me. I will clear you. In the steps, any doubt, please ask me. Come on. In this figure, That resolution, did you understand actually? Here a vector E plus Q is making an angle theta with the horizontal direction. So the horizontal component of E plus Q will be E plus Q cos theta, and the vertical component of that vector E plus Q will be E plus Q sin theta. Like that, E minus Q is also derived in the two directions. E minus Q is also making an angle theta with the horizontal direction. So horizontal component of E minus Q will be E minus Q cos theta, and the vertical component will be E minus Q sin theta. Here E plus Q sin theta and E minus Q sin theta having same magnitude and opposite direction, that they get cancelled out. While E plus Q cos theta and E minus Q cos theta having the same magnitude and they are acting in the same direction. And so we can add them up. So the final electric field at the equatorial point P will be in this direction, rightwards from the equatorial point P. So we have to just add E plus Q cos theta and E minus Q cos theta. But in that step, actually, we have put a negative sign outwards the bracket, because it means that the resultant electric field E is opposite to the direction of electric dipole moment P. Why? Because look at the figure again. The electric dipole moment is acting from minus Q to plus Q, and the electric field is acting rightwards. So they are acting in opposite direction. That is why I have put negative sign outside the bracket. And then I have substituted E plus Q, value of E plus Q and E minus Q, which is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into Q divided by R square plus A square, right? That I have derived in the previous steps. Then we have taken Q by 4 pi epsilon 0 outside, and then substitute the value of cos theta from the figure. What is the value of cos theta from the figure? Cos theta is for this right triangle. Cos theta is adjacent side by hypotenuse. Adjacent side comes to be the base of the triangle, which is small a. The hypotenuse comes to be square root of R square plus A square. So the equation becomes, so the value of cos theta becomes A divided by square root of R square plus A square. Square root of R square plus A square is written as R square plus A square the whole raised to 1 by 2. Okay. Therefore, the equation becomes, see, in the place of cos theta, we have substitute A divided by R square plus A square the whole raised to 1 by 2. And the remaining, the 1 by R square plus A square and 1 plus 1 divided by R square plus A square becomes 2 divided by R square plus A square. And the remaining next step, we have multiplied all the numerators and denominators. There is minus Q into 2A divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 into R square plus A square and R square plus A square is always 1 by 2. And the Q into 2A, here Q into 2A is actually the electric dipole moment, the product of the charge into the distance between them. So the equation becomes minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into, instead of Q into 2A, I have substituted it as P, and R square plus A square into R square plus A square the whole raised to 1 by 2 is in the form of A raised to M into A raised to N, which is A raised to M plus N. That is, in the place of M, the power, the first term is 1, second term is 1 by 2. So 1 plus 1 by 2, which is 3 by 2. Therefore, it becomes minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into P divided by R square plus A square the whole raised to 3 by 2. Then the last modification is at large distances. It means that if the equatorial point P is very much far away from the electric dipole, it means that R will be very, very greater than the small a, which is half length of the dipole, right? So if A is very, very small, A square can be neglected in comparison with R square. So the equation becomes minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into P divided by, see, the A square, that second term is fully removed. So the remaining becomes R square raised to 3 by 2, which is 2 into 3 by 2. The power A raised to M into A raised to M, the whole raised to N is A raised to M into N. Here in the place of M is 2, in the place of N is 3 by 2. So 2 into 3 by 2 becomes 2 and 2 and get cancelled. So the final equation is E is equal to minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into P divided by R cube. So please tell students, am I clear? Did you understand? So my request is,
Yes,
you
sir.
have to look at the photostat, hard copy of the photostat now itself. So if any doubt, you can understand from that actually. And while taking the class also, you can keep the hard copy of that photostat note. Then you will surely understand. There is no doubt, and you can refer it. If any doubt, you can personally call me. I will clear your doubts again. Okay. Don't worry, because these two are the huge derivations. After this, actually, it is more of theory. See, I am showing the theoretical part. Remaining is almost theoretical. The derivations are very, very small. So you can easily understand. Okay. Only these two are the big derivations. And these are the next coming topics. So Gauss's line, electrostatics. Okay. These coming topics, derivations are less in comparison with the present taken topic. So that you can easily understand with this scanned copy of photostat note itself. Okay. So don't worry. So these two derivations, if you look carefully at your hard copy, you can understand. Still, if there is any problem, you can personally call me. I will clear you. Okay. Am I clear to you, students? Please reply.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Did you understand each
Yes,
and every
sir.
step? Did you understand the resolution of that vector? Please tell, did you understand? See here in this, already I have given a small figure like this. See, a vector R is making an angle theta with the horizontal direction. See, look at this small figure. In this side I have written. Then the horizontal component of R is R cos theta. The vertical component of the vector R is R sin theta. Like that only. Here in this figure, the vector is E plus Q and E minus Q. So E plus Q is making an angle theta with the horizontal direction. The horizontal component will be E plus E cos theta. In the place of smaller. In the vertical component is E plus Q sin theta. Similarly, for E minus Q also, horizontal component is E plus minus Q cos theta, and the vertical component is E minus Q cos sin theta. E plus Q sin theta and E minus Q sin theta are opposite direction and same magnitude. They get cancelled out. While E plus Q cos theta and E minus Q cos theta are in the same direction, same magnitude. And what is that? Its value. This is the value. Both of them have the same value. So we just added up, and then we have substitute the value of cos theta. That's all. Then a small arrangement and a final substitution. Okay. Am I clear to you? Everything? Any doubts? Because time is running out. Maybe after 1 minute, automatically I will be logged out from this session. That's why I'm asking you. Please tell me immediately. Did you understand? Come on.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
if you understand, please read the hard copy today itself. Most probably next week or next Wednesday or something like that, I will put a class test. Okay, as before, for up to this from the beginning. So please study today onwards. Okay. Okay. You have to
Yes,
that.
sir.
Okay, we'll study today onwards from the beginning. Whatever I teach up to next Tuesday, I will put on Wednesday. Okay. Now don't worry, we can